Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. We are the Hologrumps. I'm Liam.
And I'm Colum.
And we're here today to talk to you about a new article that dropped by trekmovie.com, whether or not Lorca will be returning. But before we start, if you like what you see here, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for future content.
Is Lorca coming back? Do we have prime evidence? Is CBS priming the audience for his return? Is Jason Isaacs primed and ready? Find out now. We'll be comparing 3 articles on trekmovie.com over 3 years, figuring out how likely it is for Lorca to return and what it would take, and do we actually want him to return? Now, for those of you that don't know, Trek Movies is a wealth of information for present-day Trek. While it can be interesting to view all the past transgressions of the site itself, into darkness. Yeah. We're here to answer the big question. Is Lorca staged to return? Jason Isaacs seems to think so. Let's look at a few quotes from him.
So, this is the latest article from trekmovie.com, and it's in relation to the announcement of Strange New Worlds and Jason Isaacs' reaction to that article. Where is Prime Lorca? Well, I admit that we talk. It's not like when Mirror Lorca bit the bullet there wasn't a clamouring for Prime Lorca. But the thing is, it has got to be a great story. Pike is already there. We know what he's like. We have seen him and he's great. We don't know who Prime Lorca is. If he is Mirror Lorca's Frank Spencer-like cousin, then nobody wants to spend time with him. He is going to have to be as interesting as ballsy, and you have to find him a ship and find him a context to bring him into a story. So we talk, and when and if we come up with something we think is fabulous, I think I will happily go on a starvation diet required to slip into a snakeskin uniform again.
The words, well, I admit that we talk, are mentioned twice. Evidence that he is in direct communication with the production team. The evidence might be tenuous, but let's look back at previous Trek movie articles to find out even more. So this article is from 2019 from Star Trek Las Vegas. Hashtag Patreon, hashtag send us to Las Vegas.
Hashtag go send us.
So, this is a quote. So, I have talked to them plenty. Where and when? Nobody ever dies. There is a Prime Lorca. There are 3 different shows coming out in multiple seasons, and if I can squeeze back into that 8-year-old's uniform, would do. Who wouldn't want to do it again? They are timeless stories. I don't know if I really want to say that 8-year-old's uniform part, but whatever.
So clearly Isaacs really wants back. He's pushing for it. But do we want him back? So this is from a 2018 article from trekmovie.com. So we're going back in the years. For those of you who didn't know, Lorca wasn't originally going to be from the Mirror Universe. Bryan Fuller did plan to enter the Mirror Universe. However, there was no intention for Lorca to be from the Mirror Universe. Aaron Herberts explains that at first the writers planned for Lorca to be a hawkish captain, given a chance to shine thanks to the Federation war with the Klingon Empire. It was only after the writers began discussing why Lorca would be so skilled with warfare that they hit upon the idea that he'd be secretly from the militaristic world of the Mirror Universe.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I suppose in that case, Riker must be from the Mirror Universe.
Yeah, he's pretty good at fights, isn't he?
Anyone good at warfare must be from the Mirror Universe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm.
So, where is Prime Lorca? Now, while Isaacs was definitive on Mirror Lorca being dead, he got much more vague when talking about Prime Lorca. So here's what he actually said to IGN.
We don't know anything about the fate of Prime Lorca, he said. Is he as interesting as Mirror Lorca? We know nothing. Or is he that different? Frankly, I mean, how different are any of us from our Mirror Universe selves? They say we're all 5 meals away from being savages. This particular administration in America has brought some of the ugliest parts of human nature out from the shadows. And who knows what other exposures the mirror world might have done? Who knows where he is? So this kind of informs us of what it would take for Jason Isaacs to return to the character of Lorca. His opinions haven't really seemed to change that much if we go back to the 2020 article, he still wants him to be that type of ballsy character.
Now, Liam, do you want Lorca to return?
Oh, it's a tricky question. See, I found Jason Isaacs to be compelling as an actor until I found out what the twist was. And then I started looking into what type of person he is. And then I started reading on his comments for what would make him return to Star Trek, as in playing a space dictator type of person, circa 1930s, 40s Germany. Yeah, so if it's going to be more of that, no, I don't want him to return. Stay away. Let's go for optimism, shall we? Yeah, and Colin, what do you think it would take for Jason Isaacs to return?
A big honking check with loads of money on it and loads of zeros. Oh, and also if he could push his own agenda.
Yeah, and do you think these articles are just CBS testing the waters for Lorca's interest, for a YouTube interest?
Well, let me tell you, Liam. I'll do a little bit of research, will I? Yeah. I'll check. We'll see how many people are actually doing videos on Lorca returning. Hang on. 1. So no.
It's proven that there is no interest.
There's no interest.
So if they are testing the waters, there is no interest.
Where this video just became pointless. So if you like what you see, if you enjoy what you saw, give us a like, give us a subscribe. So we've been the Hologrumps. I'm Colum.
And I'm Liam.
And remember, existence is futile.
Womp.